Hey, what's up, guys? We've run into some technical difficulties, but we here now. Apologies for the late start. We about now start sending out the links and all that good stuff. We gonna run a little bit of ads right now in the meantime, but we gonna start sending out the links. If you join the chat, let yourself be known. Say something to the crew. All right, yeah, we live. Cheapest we just go yeah, cheapest we just go live when we fucking like when we here. To avoid all this shit. No, that still ain't make no sense. Sorry. So that's what everybody can hear right now. They can't hear us.
You send it to the Friday group and everything else to it. Get on people in the send. Let's fucking do.
And they ain't gonna mind getting a reminder.
I put it on there and then no link at the bottom. You see.
They could be the people you don't message who will try to go to the old link. And they gonna be mad at you.
Okay, just put the link up and then put it on.
Just do that. I forget this guy has. Oh no, this guy has.
Please check it, right? So I'm gonna set it up.
Alright, now I can't have.
Right.
Wait, let's get that back. Alright, now I can't have. Oh, never mind. Let's just assume it could always hear us.
Hey.
Alright, hey, what's up, guys? We are back. This is This, That, a Fact Basketball Talk, presented by the Black Swan Podcast. That's THABLACKSWAAN. Say what's going on to my boy Carl. Coach, what's going on?
What up?
Alright, so technical difficulties. I all messing up on my words. That you think we've been doing this for so long. You think I'd be on money, on point, but where we going? But you know, technical stuff, guys. But it's great being here with you today, guys. Alright, so what we want to do is talk about, there wasn't much basketball going on outside of All-Star Sunday.
Right.
So what we want to do is definitely do a recap on that. Another thing we want to talk about is now these trades, these buyouts, all these different things happening. You got Blake Griffin already make that big move. So we're going to definitely jump into those things. And what else we say we was going to cover today? Oh yes, and we sent out some surveys.
Right.
You guys, we appreciate you guys. Everybody that chose to give some answers and give some opinions. I even got some messages from people with their opinions, so I'm going to share those when we get to that aspect of the thing as well. But so what we're going to get started with first though is, let's get them trades and trade rumors and who done getting, who on the blocks.
Buyouts and all that.
Let's go.
How you feel about the Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin to the Nets. I hate when people underrate things that happen. Blake Griffin as a number one option, horrible. Blake Griffin as a number two option, you ain't going nowhere. Blake Griffin as a number four option, or possibly number five option, I keep asking y'all how the Nets not gonna win. I love it. They pick up Blake on a minimum. They're definitely he gonna get him a championship with his friend, and it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good.
1.2 million.
What you think about it?
I mean, yeah, he gonna be coming off the bench for sure. He ain't gonna be starting, coming off the bench. So if he come off the bench just to get him a little spark, they can help out with a rotation. Like you say, he could probably be, however they rotate the players, you could be 3, maybe 2 to 3, 4 option, right? So he's a good stretch for them. He's taking a power forward. He ain't much of a defensive help. So that's you still ain't really pick up on the defense that you.
Yeah, but he coming off the bench, I assume.
Yeah.
And he probably gonna play like 20, 24 minutes.
Blake ain't no defensive presence.
I never said they needed defense to win anyway. But he's a big body. He's a body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Body, yaddy, yaddy. You know what I mean? Not in that type of way. Pause. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. They tell me I gotta start saying pause on some of the things I say. They say if you think pause, say pause.
But you really said though.
I said pause.
No, you said it first.
No. I thought you say the why first, then you say
don't
pause.
say nothing.
No, my apologies. Kirkwood, shout out Kirkwood inside in the chat room. Yes, we do believe he coming off the bench. But I think he's gonna end the game though. I think he's gonna end the game.
Yeah, I think he end the game. He could probably end the game.
So what more? That's more valuable in my opinion.
But still no defensive presence.
I still don't think they need it. Who they need it for? Who gonna be within 5 points of them in the fourth quarter with 1 minute left?
You know the Cavs to do it. See that?
I don't know what you was wanting to say. Like you representing yourself as a basketball man. These people don't know you joking.
I'm glad
if they ain't been here for 9 weeks, they ain't know you joking.
I'm saying the Cavs beat them.
You twice, it don't matter.
Cavs
ain't gonna make the playoffs, so does that matter?
That's
You calling teams that ain't gonna make the playoffs? The Wizards beat them too. The Wizards gonna win the championship.
They can make the playoffs.
Alright, you know who the Wizards beat? The Lakers too. The Lakers making the championship. Like, come on, what we talking about?
The Wizards can make the playoffs, though.
And when they make the playoffs, they probably gonna have to. If they make it, they gonna have to see them.
Let's put a bet on it.
I don't matter if they bet it. Don't matter. There are too many teams that are gonna make the playoffs for me to make a stupid bet. Only but 2 teams not gonna make the playoffs. You talking about the actual 8?
I'm talking about
you want the actual 8?
Wizards.
Or you talking about the playing games? If you're talking about the actual 8, I'll bet it.
Yeah, they can make the playoffs.
So the actual 8, they go win. If they make playing games, they go win all the games, and they could be the 8th seed. Or they could be 7 or higher.
I didn't make you 7 or higher.
Alright, so that's what you want to bet.
You think?
That's what you want to bet?
I
don't know. I do not think that. I think they ain't playing. I think they 7 is playing. 7, 6,
8, 9.
Oh, you didn't see it. That came out today. Let me share some facts with you
Oh,
guys.
shit, yeah.
So the play-in tournament is a little different than it was last year. In the play-in tournament, I hope I can say it correctly. The teams that are 7th and 8th are going to play each other once. The winner will be the 7th seed. The loser will play the winner between the teams that are 9th and 10th. And then when the loser play the winner of those two, that winner will be the 8th seed.
So it's a playoff, but in the playoff.
Yes. So from the 7th to 10th seed, they have a quick little couple of game playoff. Then they going into the playoffs.
They spread.
I think it's good though.
Yeah, it's good
because now it gives the 8th seed, whoever the 8th seed, gonna have momentum. It gives them a lot more momentum to go into the first round against a heavily matched team.
So that means they pushing for Zion to be inside the playoff.
No, he gotta win the games though. So don't mind. Oh, you mean like to see it? Let's see a couple of games.
Yeah, make some money.
They pushing for plenty of people. They want Trae Young there. They want you gotta think of all them ball to see people. You want Westbrook in the playoffs for one game. That electrifying stuff. You want that. Bradley Beal is gonna be the leading scorer. We gotta get him in the playoffs one game. You know what I'm saying?
They could be a problem though.
You think they're gonna be they don't gonna win their first round? Are you really telling me that I'll double down on the bet that you telling me they're gonna win the first round?
Okay, let me ask you a question. So the way they turning around now, and if they play say Boston,
Lose.
you think they
Lose.
4 straight?
Lose. They lose 4-2. Lose.
4-2?
4-2 lose. But it ain't gonna be no in question. It gonna be we know they lose. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna be like, oh, it's 4-2, but man, if they didn't win that game, it might have been no. It could be Boston up 2-0. They could go home, win one, go back, win one. Boston up 3-1. They could win another one just to make it respectable. Then Boston could close it up. Like I don't know what the game is gonna be.
You know, facing them.
Dog, you are not gonna change your basketball after and see you play half the year. So like you're not gonna be different. Like you might improve, but you're not gonna be that different that all the teams that were playing way better, you are gonna be under you now. That's what I'm trying to say. They might be better than the Hawks and the Knicks, but they're not gonna be better than the Celtics. Fair? But you ain't playing Hawks in the next first round. You playing them in the seeding games. So that's it.
So what do they play the next?
And that's it. If they play them in the seeding games, I think the Knicks making it. I tell you, if they make, if them dudes ain't 7, if they dudes ain't 6 seed, so you won't bet that.
I can wait for players to bet.
That's what I'm saying. If they ain't 6 seed, they ain't making it.
That's bet the bet.
Huh? Bet what bet? I trying to what bad? I trying to grow back? Stop it, fam. Stop it, fam. I hope we got an answer. We done on with that one.
We got LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs agreeing to part ways if a trade is likely. So that means if they can find a trade.
Also, they ain't buy him out. They just saying that if a trade comes up,
Right.
and he feeling it, we can make something
Yeah,
happen.
they agree to trade.
Now, do you think any teams are feeling it? Any teams interested?
Um,
You know the Lakers interested, but they paying for
A
that.
big man. Who are they gonna give up?
Yeah, that's the next thing you got to give
If
something
you know
up.
a lot of these guys now they're looking for
San Antonio
first. They're looking for first round picks.
If you were San Antonio, you would take Taylor Horton Tucker. And then if you were the Lakers, would you trade Taylor Horton Tucker?
I wouldn't. Spurs, I wouldn't because they get Johnson coming off the a good, like a Taylor Horton or a little better than me. They had Johnson.
A little better.
Yeah, a little better. They got the guy who had a little fade come from Miami, Walker. They get Murray. So
They got some something just like him.
If them, I'll probably go for a Kuzma and a more big like you need, and you get DeRozan too still playing out wing, so you don't
We
need.
ain't giving a Kuzma who just accept to take less money to stay there. That would be so spit in his face.
No, but I'm saying-
the Lakers organization. No, I'm just saying the Lakers organization would be frowned upon if they were to trade Kuzma at this point.
I don't think the Spurs will get Horton.
I have a next one. What about Nuggets? Let's say a Nuggets. Say we'll give you Bowl another piece to make it work for him.
Porter?
No, not Iron Porter. Who LaMarcus Aldridge is? Who you think LaMarcus Aldridge is? Without Porter, Bowl. I said Bowl, another piece to make it work, like a playing piece, but not Mike Porter. Stop it, bro.
But if you look at it,
I don't know if you be trying to rile me up or so you believe the things you saying, bro. You can't be believing
like
this.
LaMarcus would be like a upscale Blake Griffin. Think about it. If you go to any other team,
Oh no, he's better than Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
Cool.
any other team,
We
yeah.
cool to say that.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you trying to say is you want to trade your two. I say Bobo and you say Michael Porter. That's your two best talents.
if I wouldn't even. How about Dallas getting him?
Okay, who you saying they'll give up?
Dallas would have to give up.
Porzingis, maybe?
No.
Because remember they ain't really liking him
Yeah,
like that.
I'd probably give up Porzingis for him.
Nah, the time, the age, like I like it, but he old. Say saying that's the difference with it. So like, if I was the Spurs would have to give me another young piece to go for my, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of years from now.
I mean,
But I like it. I like it.
man, I see, but yeah.
I'm mad at it. I'm mad at it.
But ain't much teams like you really see him going.
I can see him on the Heat. I can see him on the Heat.
He can't fit out.
And you move Bam to the 4. Like, I can see him on the Heat. And that's the type of basketball y'all like.
I can see him playing in Phoenix.
I can see him in Phoenix, but like, you know what I'm saying, coming off the bench. If he's willing to come off the bench behind Ayton, even though he better than Ayton. So like,
still play big. You really play a
or play a double big
lineup.
lineup, but then it can be slow, and that's the problem.
Because if you look at it, Aldridge is a mid-range play. He ain't really a back to the. You can get Ayton the back to the thing, so you can.
I put Aldridge at the 4.
Yeah, spread it.
Okay. Then, but nah, let's go to the Phoenix lineup, who are second in the West. Who you taking out just starting lineup? Now you're second in the West right now, so obviously you're doing something good. Who you taking out just starting lineup? Put Aldridge in your starting lineup.
But they already have Crowder come off the bench, and that was their power forward.
Right, so
They whoever playing now, I didn't know who playing. I'll take him out too.
Who they lineup is? Who they are? Alright, give us the next person on the list while I go look up who Phoenix lineup is.
They had Lowry, Kyle Lowry. They say with his contract he may stay, but there's a lot of teams interested in him. You get Miami Heat interested in him. You get the Clippers are interested in him. So it all depends on where he actually may go. You get Philadelphia interested in him because he's from Philadelphia. So that's the 3 main things there: Philadelphia, the Heat, and the Clippers.
And that's all the teams would need him. Like that's straight up all the teams that need him. So out of those teams, I know. Are you going to say the Heat? Like,
No.
which team you would want to see him go to?
I would like to see him in the Clippers. To me, the Clippers just one player.
I want the Clippers have a chance to win. Like I do not. I think me and you was having this discussion the other day. I don't think the Clippers have a chance to beat the Lakers. Right? But if they would have had that piece, I think they beat the Lakers. I think that Kyle Lowry is such an influential piece. If you give me Kyle Lowry on Philly, then I'll have to push back on my Nets predictions. Because Kyle Lowry is that type of player. He gonna keep Kyrie in check.
So you feel if Lowry go to the
So Philly, then now I can say now you need some defense. I don't think that's what my thing was. I don't think no team right now on the eastern side able to match the type of offense the Nets got. You know what I'm saying? But you had Kyle Lowry, who was a gritty, and he can score, and he scores in good moments. You gonna need someone to match that up. You know what I'm saying? And then you give now Philly of so much more options around the court because now Kyle Lowry can either play make or Ben Simmons can play make.
and he's got to play off the ball now.
Now he great playing off the ball because Van Vliet like to play make. So that would be a good between to me the Clippers and he could see for them the Clippers and the Sixers he could sway a championship. The Heat he could send them into the second or third round.
Who would you give up as the 76ers though?
As the 76ers, you got some pieces you could give. Like you got. Do they have some trade pieces? They got.
You gonna give it Danny Green? You gonna give it Seth?
Do you have trade pieces? You giving up Danny Green and Seth for what? They saying Danny Green and Seth is the reason why you're doing good right now. Nah, who they point guard? Who they?
Ben is better than the four.
You know what I mean? But do they want that guy? Say saying. So what? The question is, what the Raptors want? You know?
I would not give a Ben.
What the Raptors? They ain't trading Ben Simmons no more. Them talks over. What? Remember at the beginning of the season, it was like, should we trade? We have videos about it. Should we trade Ben Simmons? Them talks over. So I don't know. Like you said, who can you give up? The Clippers could give up some things. You got Lou Williams. You could take Patrick Beverly. You could have all of that. You could have all of that.
I give you Patrick.
We might want to keep Zubac. So we can't have him, but you could have all the rest of that.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Victor Oladipo.
Victor Oladipo. I'd like to see him.
Golden State trying to get him, bro.
That would be nice.
Right?
That would be nice.
That
That would be nice.
Who's gonna give up?
That would be. They have plenty. They've got plenty little things they'd give up.
You think?
And then if think about it. Let's say the Rockets say, you know what? I do like James Wiseman. We give you Christian Wood, Oladipo, another piece. James Wiseman. Ain't want nothing else. You saying?
You made some mess.
For what? And then some picks. Remember they rebuilding. Remember Rockets rebuilding and some picks. That's what I mean when I say nothing else. Some picks. Throw some picks in there.
Oh man.
So some 28 picks and something
I
like
feel
that.
bad for Wall, bro. Damn, I feel bad for Wall. Like,
I don't feel bad for Wall though. I feel like Wall gonna he show everybody he had a good season now. Next year or the year after next, he could really go get a because his contract's soon over and like his contract will go when Westbrook going over. That's 2 years from now. This year over and next year. Then he hopefully he still got it in him to keep going. You know, look at Chris Paul. Look at Chris Paul. And he ain't have a lot of legs on him. He has surgeries, but he ain't have a lot of game minutes. So that ain't that bad for him. So hopefully he transition off of that and prolongs his career.
I see.
Alright, so you know what I want to talk about? I can bring him up. Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond seems like that's going to happen, but it's going to be a trade that's going to make that
because
happen.
the Cavs is not going to buy him out. They look like they're trying to get picks.
Yeah, because
something
he's
back.
very, very, very valuable. But he's another guy that can sway a championship.
But then the thing about it, all the contenders don't have that money.
Right, to pay for that.
Right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you trade
yeah.
like
You got to trade somebody.
right,
Yeah.
and you're giving up no star
No.
for Drummond. So how do you going to get
You gotta
2
get
or
a
3
deal.
first
You
round
gotta get
picks
a deal,
and
yeah.
I don't think he
Who
would.
got them picks?
Who's going to give him a first round pick for him if he was a second round pick?
I'd give them a first round. He's a all NBA type rebounder. You see what I'm saying? He's an all NBA type short rim defender. He worth it. He's worth. If you could call every team right now, if they had him, you would say, all right, they might win now. Every team, you would say that. So you can't say that about him. What's a team that ain't the Lakers or the Nets? Give me another team that who could win a championship. And not Sixers because they have Joel Embiid.
Clippers.
If the Clippers had him, man, I'd be like, I'd ask how the Lakers gonna beat that. I'd ask because then you'd have Drummond next to Ibaka. So how the Lakers gonna beat that? That's what I'd ask. Fair?
Heat.
If he had the Heat probably go into the conference finals and the Nets will have to beat the Heat. If they had Drummond, the Nets will have to beat the Heat. Given who they have to give up to get him.
1-1 you would like this. Wizards.
The Wizards would be in the second round. They'd be in the second round. That would make their defense so much better.
You really doing the Wizards hard?
You gonna say they'd be in the finals? No. The Wizards they are not it, bro. They are not it. Y'all guys playing what I say for. I off that.
Bro,
I off that.
You boy, you ain't playing with
I
them.
off that.
You ain't playing with them. All right. So, would you?
Anybody else we mainly talk about? We leave out to talk about. I just want to make sure we cover all ground.
I think that's about it in the trade rumors.
Alright.
That's about it in the trade rumors.
All right. So before we get into All Star, I had a couple of questions I wanted to ask you. Can I ask those?
Sure,
Look,
sir.
you look so surprised.
You this impromptu thing, dog.
Alright, so here's a couple of questions I was thinking about. So which teams are you excited to see for the rest of the season? Talk to the people in the camera, please. We try and work a new camera in the mix. Talk to the people in the camera.
The teams
Yes.
I'd like to see in the season.
Yes.
The Wizards. I would like to see how they're gonna turn around to make it. I'd like to see even my Heat. I would like.
Show them. Let them see it. We're always rocking some Heat paraphernalia.
I'd like to see how the Heat turn around also. The new look Nets. Oof. I'd like to see how the new look Nets is gonna be. Yeah, that's about it. Even Phoenix. I would see a
That's where
Phoenix.
shout out Spooty. He's been a Phoenix fan for years. They're finally doing something.
So
I have a bet with Spooty. He bet me that they was gonna finish above 5.
5
No, about 4.
or
See it. And I said, hell no. And I didn't know they was like 5th seed at the time. So I might have to owe Spooty something. I don't remember exactly what we bet, but I might have to owe Spooty something. So shout out to the Suns. They do it. Shout out to DeAndre Ayton. 242. 242 representing. He's playing better. I know I was talking a little bit of trash on him earlier when the season started, but he's picked it up. He's doing his thing. And Chris Paul got him looking
I just
good.
gonna say that.
Chris Paul got him looking good.
Just about to say that.
Devin Booker doing his thing. Chris Paul got him looking better, but he's always been looking good. NBA seems like they tried to slide him with the All-Star thing. The coaches tried to slide him. So Booker. So I'm looking for Booker to do some real dissecting the rest of the year.
Okay.
We good. We back. Damn, it's 30 minutes in. Yeah. But guys, all right. So moving on. Next question I got for you. Oh, I answer mine. What I thought. All right. So the teams I'm excited to see for the rest of the year. I'm excited to see the Nets when KD come back. So I wouldn't normally say the Nets because they've already been winning, but when KD come back, I want to see how it look. I expect it to look better, and they've been on an 11-game win streak. Outside of that, the Nuggets. Porter Jr. started playing better, so I'm looking to see how the Nuggets transition that. I always like me some Porter Jr. And the Blazers, Nurkic soon come back, McCollum soon come back. I would love to see how they finish the season. And I think this might be the year the Blazers go to the conference finals again. It might be a different outcome. I think I said this last year. I think the Blazers would actually win. Didn't I say this at the beginning of the season? I think the Blazers might be that team to go to the finals. I think that is possible. If Nurkic and McCollum come back playing 80%, I think this might be the year. Damn, take it over. And as well because I believe Anthony Davis may not come back 100% by the end of the year. So that's what my thoughts. What you think?
You're a sports medicine type of guy. Right? Why do you feel like?
Because like every time we hear about Achilles injuries, right? They start off with a calf or a knee. Or a calf or the inside medial part of the knee. That's what he's dealing with, a calf injury. You know what I'm saying? Or a high ankle injury.
So you feel it's more Achilles than
right, and I think what they're gonna do is not let what happened to Kevin Durant happen to him. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna cautious that up a lot more for the rest of the season. And then when we go into the playoffs, if he can make it through, cool. But it can still be he rusty because they ain't gonna play him a lot the rest of this season. So that's the idea I'm looking at it from. Like I just don't see them playing him hard the rest of the season, risking him not playing next year.
So I know you're that type of guy. So
Yeah. That's the idea I'm looking at it from. Yeah. So because injury is serious, and when you dealing with an idea of an injury, and then you just watch major players and his close friend, DeMarcus Cousins. That's his close friend. So even that, but personally, he ain't gonna play the same the rest of the year. That's probably why he's playing so bad all year, dealing with these injuries.
And we didn't even know it.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
So are we ready to jump into our All-Star recap?
Maybe.
Let me show you a little something special I done, man. I try to move us up a little bit.
Show me some.
I try and move us up a little bit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me adjust it a little bit because I had a little different setup camera, but let me adjust it a little bit. Okay. Alright, so now when people watch the playback or whatever, they know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. You gotta upgrade yourself sometimes. Guys, if you don't know, when you're home, you got nothing to do. Yeah, Netflix cool. Yeah, some illegal bootleg sites cool. But sometimes smarten up yourself. You know what I mean? Learn some illegal bootleg sites from the Bahamas. Yeah, they cool. But smarten up yourself. Let me stop saying stuff like that. I probably should stop saying stuff like that. But All-Star recap. All-Star was not a weekend. I was so used to saying weekend. It was one day. They tried to mash everything together. I want to say shout out the NBA for doing it for the fans. And the HBCUs. They raised a whole lot of money. I hope that turns things in the right direction in education in the black community. As well as some of the players didn't want to do it, but they still did it anyway, and they had a great time.
He did it. LeBron James.
Yeah, he did it. He old though, so I didn't expect him to play that much anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I did say that too. Yeah.
So, but I think they came out. They had a great time, and they represented, and they used their platform to speak for the black community. It was real strong. I'm very sure there were some Trump supporters out there who was not feeling what they were seeing. Why are they not talking about the PWIs? But I didn't go to HBCU, but I was excited to learn that history and learn that what I missed out on, and it challenged me to say, let me go find out some things, you know what I mean? But I think Carl's going to give us a list of events, and what we're going to do is just give our recap, our takes, and our thoughts on the events.
All right, let's start off with the skills challenge. I think the person I picked won.
You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
And then the person
Monte Sabonis.
I think the person he picked
lost in the first round. Lost in the first round.
Who did you pick again?
I picked Donovan. No, I picked Chris Paul. Then I picked Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I didn't pick Mitchell.
You picked Luka.
No, I picked Mitchell.
Mitchell wasn't inside the skills?
Mitchell was in the scales? Oh, no. Did I pick Luka? Who was the options again? Who was the
I
options
think you
again?
did pick Luka. Like,
Yeah.
pick Luka.
You're right. They
Right.
picked Luka. But it don't matter. You picked Sabonis, and Sabonis ratio that competition like that was nothing.
yeah, he showed out. I ain't gonna lie. He showed out.
And I believe he showed us like normally I don't believe. This is my opinion on it. I don't really believe the skills challenge shows you a lot. You're a simple bounce pass. If you're in the NBA, you are so A level at everything you do in the skill challenge, except that 3-point shot. But like most of the things, you A level. What Sabonis shows us is he run that 3 times straight. And he showed us elite. Like on point. He was on point every time,
Like
doing
he
it the right
practiced that
way.
straight
Like,
through.
and he was locked in. And so tell me now when we get to the playoffs, oh, he gonna be locked in. Like I gotta worry. The rest of the Pacers I gotta worry about. Him, he's gonna be locked in because he know what it is to go fight for a win.
But like, big man always win that. I don't know if they go hard because they have something to
I think they go harder.
Yeah.
But some of them small guys was trying hard.
But I don't think Chris Paul give us his all.
No.
And I don't think Luka give us his all.
No.
Still, besides all, I don't think they really give us that full.
And that's why you
They
miss.
rob us.
And that's why you miss having the rest of like the league available to come to it. A person like Trey Young was never gonna rob us with that.
No,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, all the players who
Who would have been able to come? So like a person like Trey Young would have never robbed us, but we had to deal with the COVID situation, so they tried to put all the
But
stars.
he home. In a lot of he home. They should have still
They
plugged
could
him.
have got him.
Yeah, they still could have plugged him. Though.
It is.
Yeah.
He probably didn't want to come after they ain't make him all star. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts you had on that?
It was a good showing, good start off for the night. It get us cranked to say, hey, okay, this is how the night's gonna be.
Got the juices flowing.
Right, you know what I mean? So, what do you feel on that?
Yeah, I think so. It definitely got the juices flowing for me. It was exciting. Remember me and you was going head to head watching it. And you know what I'm saying? Picking the play and seeing how they do. So that was fun about that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to the later parts later. Continue. What was next?
Okay, the 3-point shootout. 3-point shootout. Over. Let me say,
Would you say that?
hold on, before we go, let's do the survey one time. That makes
We
sense?
saw the service from last week.
Yeah, so, okay, did they do the thing out? The survey from last week, right?
Yeah, the ones from last week.
Yeah, let me pull it up now. Okay. Okay, now it's not gonna come up. That's what you wanna do to me right
That's
now?
how you gonna embarrass my guy.
That's what you're gonna do to me right now? That's what you're gonna do? Okay. Okay, last week we had did we did it? No. Come on now. No, we didn't do the surveys for them.
We didn't do the All-Star surveys. Yes, we did. That's how we pick them.
Okay, yeah, see it here, yeah. Alright. They had Luka winning with 45%. They had Chris Paul second with 40%. Then they had Sabonis with 10%.
How much votes was 10%? Just so I can know a little bit. No, we allowed it.
Okay.
Oh, let me look. I got look. That's a bonus there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I know that one was you, and I know a couple other people voted for him. I don't know who them people is, but like I surprised he was even third.
Covington no votes.
That's who I picked. I picked Covington.
Vucevic no votes. Randolph at 5%. That's crazy.
All right, so you win that one. Did you win everything else for the rest of the night?
I
You
can't.
were a half vote. You still won a half vote.
Yeah, no, that's my second pick. Who was one who said second pick?
Let's move on then. What was the next?
3-point shootout.
All right.
I think that was the highlight. For me, that was the highlight of the night.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I think was another question on this week's survey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so for the 3-point shootout for me, before you go, you want to
list names off?
read them off? Read them off first.
Steph Curry from Golden State, Jason Tatum from Boston, Jalen Green from Boston, Zach LaVine from Chicago, Donovan Mitchell from Utah, and Mike Conley from Utah.
Alright, so obviously Steph won, and I think that's what everybody voted as well. Most people voted for Steph to win anyway.
Right.
But it was exciting because he didn't win until the last shot. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
crazy.
And it was like that's what made it exciting. That we didn't think he was gonna win during the 30-second run. Like oh. And it was exciting that Mike Conley almost get it in his first All Star, but didn't get it.
That's
you
why
know.
I picked Conley, and then after that I picked Curry. So I mean, two of my
Yeah, I picked that.
two of my picks.
Well,
I think that's when you picked.
I picked Jaylen Brown and then I picked
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Right.
Jaylen Brown did horrible. Jaylen Brown, I said that night. When you come out the gates first, it's really hard to do good. He came out the gates first with that 17, and that did not hold. Nobody was lower than that.
And then we had Curry with Curry for on our fan votes. Curry with 77% to win to the contest. Like everybody has it like Curry.
I mean, but it's like I think you said that night. Like normally the shooters don't win.
Yeah,
and it looked like he wasn't gonna win.
He just came back.
Yeah.
Them last two racks.
Yeah, but
Then we had with 10% Donovan Mitchell. That's who you pick as well. Then we had a three-way tie with Tatum, Levine, and Conley for 5%.
at least Conley was in the finals, so I mean, all of us should not play numbers.
So
I mean, well, let me not say that, because all the people who picked Curry would have win big. Not big. Curry would have been the favorite.
Right.
But us guys who picked Conley to make the finals, they probably wouldn't. Nobody would have bet that.
and I think with this whole the 3-point contest, it raised the energy. Like I said, the skill challenge give you that you got to get started, and then the 3-point contest.
But it raised the energy because of what Steph did, though. Like, if Steph did just lose straight out Mike Conley win, or Steph did never good close showing, it wouldn't have been cool.
Yeah.
But because it was so close.
I think even if he'd have missed, just a last shot.
Yeah, the last shot,
would've
too.
given energy.
That's what's good about that competition, because it's 3 guys in the finals, it allows for that close little competition sometimes, for the most part.
I think To me, Curry was the whole man of the night. Like he did everything. the whole night.
Yeah.
He did everything.
He sure would get All-Star Sunday MVP.
Right.
Like for the whole day, yeah.
All right, let's move on now. We got the dunk contest.
Did they do that after or they started the first half first?
They started the first half
Let's
first.
talk about the first half then. I want to save my negativities for this dunk competition.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do the first
So
half.
what stood out in the first half for you?
Nothing really, because the first half normally just be I let you dunk, I let you shoot. It wasn't a competitive first half. It was just pass the ball down, a lot of turnovers. Yeah.
I feel like in the first half, I saw you could see that Giannis was going for it.
Okay.
So that's something that I noticed during the first half. Like you say, it was more passive aggressive, just go give and go and all that stuff or whatever. And I was kind of disappointed not to see Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. So I want to shout them out. That's why I want to talk about that first two. I want to shout them out. And I would also say the first half was kind of like disappointing to me because like Team Durant was done down by like 20 plus points. And I knew that at the end of the game, it's still gonna come down to your score. So I'm like, yo, you're obviously not gonna win. So and I was kind of depressed into watching the second half, but we'll get to that when we get to the second half.
It's not competitive. Okay, and the halftime show was a dunk competition. We got Obi Toppin from New York. We got Cassius Stanley from Indiana and Anthony Simmons from Portland.
Everybody vote Cassius Stanley, correct?
Cassius Stanley actually went with 45% and I vote. And then it was Obi Toppin with 32%. And then it was Anthony with 23%.
Cassius Stanley should stay in the G League. Cassius Stanley, you stay in the G League. Would you come in this dunk competition for to attempt one of the best dunks we might have seen and then never attempt it again? What was the point? You were one of the only people who wasn't an all-star to be invited to this particular place, and you come there and not gone 100%? What was the point? What was the point? Your first dunk was cool, but we done seen it a million times. And then the second dunk you try to do, you pump fake us? Get out of here. Get him out of here.
How you know you might end up pull something just on the dunk? Remember
I need to see reports about that. Because I watch you dunk. I think you pull something, you shouldn't have dunked no more.
But you hard.
Nah, bro, nah. We bring you for that. We bring you for that. They going out their way to bring this G League dude in this game. They could have anybody else in this, and they going out their way to say G League, come.
This dude go hard.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That nigga go soft.
That was nice.
We don't want to see him no more. We don't want to see you no more.
He was that kid got a 42-inch.
It doesn't matter. You don't want to use it. You have a 42-inch vertical you don't want to use. They should have bring John Moran. He would have come. Zion didn't want to do it. Ja would have come. They bring Cassius Stanley. He could try it one time and say no. No, but I would have wanted to see him fail trying to do it. You ain't gonna make the finals. You got a short dude who doing short dude stuff. You got a long dude doing long dude stuff. You were supposed to do the skilled stuff. I'm a lion. Come on, bro.
you really need to stop, bro.
You tell me something. Tell me what you think about the dunk competition.
What about Obi Toppin?
He do some long dude stuff. Yeah.
To me, I saw it early because remember I sent it to you. I saw it earlier from Zach Levine. He did it in the warm-ups.
Oh yeah, you going with that dunk.
Right. If I didn't see him do that, I'd have been like, ooh.
Because you saw Zach do it, and Zach looked better doing it.
Right, it's like, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It ain't really that hard of a dunk. It just looks
nice.
sweet.
Yeah, finessing.
Like if I could have dunked, I'm sure I can do that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just jumping, just catching it.
So I wish I didn't see it before. And I think everybody judge him like that because they saw it before.
I don't think them old people see that.
Come on, that's
them old judges.
Viral, bro.
I think Josh Smith might have been the only one I think might have saw that. Them old dudes are not using social media.
You'll be surprised.
Them old dudes?
Who's tweet more than the old dudes?
I guess. No, but you don't be on Twitter then.
I said old dudes, exactly. That's what they do.
We don't tweet. That's why we are not on Twitter. Us old dudes ain't on Twitter. The young people doing that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Spooty. What else you thought about the dunk competition?
What's your name with Anthony?
He did what he could have do. He did everything he could have do. And he went.
At first, when I saw the dunk, I was like, But in the slow motion and then watching it over and over.
I saw what he tried to do. I still think he should have kissed it actually.
He might have break a teeth.
Yeah, but that's the risk you're taking. But he did what a small person supposed to do, and he did it at a high quality. He hit every dunk first time. Good to go.
He got some bunnies too.
Yeah, he got bunnies. And he bring that on for Portland. Like, yo, so they bring me here and I ain't supposed to be here, but I doing what I come to do.
Like, I think with this dunk competition, and at the end of the season, if he produced like how he should, he could be getting a little higher contract.
They like him, but the Portland like him, so they gonna keep him around. You know what I'm saying? I know if he doing enough to get no offer from no other team, Portland gonna keep him around, make sure his money in his pocket.
Okay. And then the second half of the basketball game,
that was the most exciting part of NBA All-Star Sunday. I actually tuned out for a minute. Started watching some battle rap, you know what I'm saying? I was
nice section like you watching.
Yeah. And then not just you, everybody started hitting me up, but Lillard and Curry. I was like, Curry first, like Curry out your wildin'. I said, let me go get back. When I get back, Lillard start wildin'. And I was like, yep, I gotta finish this off now.
I'm like, yo, like them two was just, I think they was showing up. Curry come down 2 steps behind us. Lillard will come down 2 steps after the half court. Like, who does that?
I think that's just do it. So that tells you that they really can hit these shots. Like, these ain't no fool shots. I mean, obviously you can see that these ain't no dumb shots in the game. But like, they really that good where like when no one's guarding them, they more than likely hit this all the time.
Like for them, that's high percentage shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a high percentage.
Like if you think about
high percentage shot,
them long shots, they only missed with 3 of them. These guys ain't like they were just pulling up like it was nothing. So that I think they're gonna change the game. I think they are dangerously close now to getting the 4-point line. And if this continues, they are dangerously close to that.
And what I like about Curry, right? Like Curry seems like he don't have a hate in his bone, bro.
No, he seems like the most friendly guy.
Like Lillard pull it up and he turn around with his hand up already. Like
Lillard too. Lillard too. Like when Curry shoot, Lillard start. LeBron too. I know LeBron's be playing mind games, but watching LeBron on the bench cheering is like one of the most fun things you could watch. You're watching the greatest athlete in the world or one of the greatest athletes in the world cheer for other athletes. That's fun.
But like even when Curry did, like somebody made on Twitter, they made some of what Curry say, they wasn't expecting him to play this hype. LeBron was the first one to respond. Like, you know who this guy is? Like, this, like, how you can talk about him? Like, you know what Curry did to the NBA so far.
Right. And it ain't about him playing so good. We know he's played good. We didn't know they was gonna win as much as they're winning.
Right, yeah, that's
So it ain't about we play. We knew he was gonna have good numbers, but he's influencing winning, which is pretty cool.
Right, especially for the team.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to the Golden State, Draymond, and them. Really, they doing it. They doing their thing. I think you only need two to actually win the game. Need two. All right. So let's go to our fans. What they thought about the whole All-Star weekend.
So these are the surveys going on for this week's All-Star recap. We sent them out this week. We got some good responses. Shout out to everybody that participated inside the survey.
And always do.
We love that. And shout out to everybody that sent me some personal message about their thoughts about the survey. We appreciate that as well.
Okay. We had, did you enjoy this year NBA All-Star date? We had 43% saying yes, and 57% saying no.
I said no as well.
You said no
I
as well?
didn't enjoy it.
I think cramming it in is what kind of kill it for me. Like, you really couldn't really enjoy it because it's like it's moving too quickly. It didn't give you a chance to really intake it and sit down and be like, yeah, okay, that was a good 3-point shooter. Oh, back to slam dunk. Like what? Come on. So yeah.
And for me, it was like, it wasn't exciting enough to say you justified doing it for me. Now it was cool that you raised money for HBCUs. There's no way you was going to be able to do that in that type of circumstances. But in terms of strictly basketball and entertainment, wasn't enough to justify doing it. In my opinion, it probably was enough monetarily, economically, or financially might be the best word. But entertainment-wise, it wasn't for me.
And I think a lot of players rob us from the game. LeBron being one.
Why you say that?
Yeah, because like he didn't like he played the first half and then played the second half. Like
we got something in 17th even mean he's the longest tenured person in the league right now.
Like you could at least start the second half.
He's the longest tenured person in the league right now.
You could play the second half.
For what? How much like he's stealing minutes away from other dudes who coming up, but that's not cool. You done do it for so long.
Cool. So don't pick. Just I don't want to be in the outside game.
No, I play the first half, do my do, and then let the young guys get it. Like that's how you used to do that. You know how it's like with Sigma games. When you get a little older now, let these young guys get a run. You know, not some of the old guys we know, but us like us, let these young guys get a run. You know.
All right. Okay. Now, next question. I say okay.
Yeah, I say yeah. You say okay. Let's go to the next question.
Who should have been the All-Star MVP? Me, my pick. Okay, let me just start. We had Dame Lillard. We had Steph Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I like to say his name, you know. Antetokounmpo. Okay. In third place with 20%, we have Steph Curry. And second place with 33%, we have Dame Lillard. And Giannis coming up with 48%.
Who you vote?
I vote Dame.
I vote Giannis.
Like I mean,
why you say Dame?
Because Dame really showed like he showed
up. Like he played. He had the game went on.
He played consistently. He hit the second. He hit he hit one before that. Come back, hit the game, and also it's like yeah. I mean he entertained for that second half.
Right.
For me,
I just feel like the Giannis did never miss. He was having fun. He was all over the court. You remembered him watching the game.
He didn't take no 3-pointers.
He took 3 3-pointers.
One or two was a backboard or something.
We had one going in the backboard. Yeah, but I guess it was his night. He called it. It was his night. So I gave it to him. And Steph was deserving as well because Steph was out there wilding too.
Yeah. Like I said, the whole night should have gone to Steph. Like Steph really entertained the whole night. Then we had Rich was the best segment of the All-Star Day. We had the skills challenge. We had the dunk competition, 3-point competition, and the All-Star game.
I wonder what the people say. Let me guess. Did the people say 3-point competition?
Okay. with no percentage.
Wow.
Was a skills challenge.
Wow. Which people voting this? Our basketball fans voting this?
No percentage for the skills challenge.
Wow.
Right?
They watch it? They come late.
But I don't, hey, I mean the skills challenge really wasn't like
The skills challenge was better than most of the All-Star game for me.
Then we had the dunk competition with 10%.
I
can see that. I get zero. I guess.
Fair,
I
fair.
guess.
And then the thing about it,
dunk is what you come for.
yeah, we didn't watch so much past dunk competition lately. Like it's been like, hey, you can't come mediocre in the dunk competition. no more.
Yeah.
Like you gotta bring a segment.
And then
Second was the All-Star game itself with 43%. And first was the 3-point competition with 48%. So a lot of people was really feeling the 3-point
It was
competition.
close, but the 3-point is now the highlight of All-Star Weekend. They know that now.
Yeah.
They know that now.
And then like you say, the game changed so much where you shooting threes, you could like you wanting to see who's gonna actually.
And you could do different things with that competition. So you see, this time they had 2 balls. I think last year they had 2 balls. Now next time they might have a further half-court ball.
For 4 points.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
if optional. If you want it, go get it. If not, keep going. Like they might have something. Like,
Crazy.
I got the idea. NBA, if you need an idea, you know where to find us. That's THABLACKSWAAN. That's this not a fact basketball talk. We here with the ideas. You need them. Hit us up.
And then we had next, which was the top moment of the All-Star thing.
Let's them off.
Alright. And then we had Curry versus Conley in the 3-point shootout. We had Anthony Simons blow the kiss to the rim dunk. Then we had Curry and Dame goes off in the fourth quarter with the long distance threes. And then we had Giannis going 16 for 16 from the field, 100% in the All-Star game. 16 for 16. I vote Conley and sorry, I vote Dame and Curry shootout. Like
I got that too. What people say?
Okay, people say fourth place with 5%. Giannis 16.
They starting sound good all year.
We're not doing that. There we are. Third position with 10%. We have the bloated kiss.
Good? Alright.
Yeah, bloated kiss. Like I think that's gonna be a name. Like you know, like when you hear like
Someone doesn't do that shit though. Like couple niggas that do that. Like
Jerry Green blow the
Blow the
cupcake.
candle.
Yeah.
excuse me. DeMar DeRozan do something similar to that as well.
Okay.
He ain't the first one to blow a kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then we had second with 29%. We got Curry and Conley with a 3-point shootout.
That was exciting.
Finals. That was
exciting.
that was. And then we had with 57%. We had Curry and Dame goes off in the fourth with long distance trees.
So like obviously, like you said, Curry was the highlight of the whole night.
Yeah.
Obviously, people don't care about the skills challenge. You know what I'm saying? I think Curry and Dame set themselves up to be the ones to be watched for the rest of the year. Like, yo, I want to tune into their games. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it'd be crazy if they back in the playoffs.
It would be amazing. It wouldn't just be crazy. I don't see it happening because all 2 of them will be in similar seeds.
Okay, like how you saying?
How you see it?
Now suppose they're 7, 8 seed and they got to play to go to the
That would be the closest way that to happen. But my problem is, who would be that 6th and 5th seed to be over them? To be over those 2 teams?
man. Okay,
Go look at it. Find it for me. So I'm saying, like, one of them gonna have to be the 5th and 6th seed. Like I think 2 of them might be the 5th and 6th seed.
you saw he stopped me for the stats, like the go getter stats. Like he'd be like, go find me the like.
He know why, so I ain't gonna say why. So he know why. I'm gonna just leave it at that. We soon got an intern. We got the intern doing this.
I knew you could go find that. Like what?
You know how like shocking them is be like, yeah, thank you, Bob. Bob is be doing it. We gonna get a Bob. We gonna get us a Bob.
It's be
Oh, you know his name for real?
no, let's call him underdog.
Underdog. Yeah. We gonna get us an underdog. We gonna get us an underdog.
All right, so they have the Jazz,
They could be up
Phoenix,
2,
Lakers,
3,
Clippers.
4,
Then it's Portland now.
5. But let's say Nuggets is 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nuggets might get beat.
Let's say Nuggets and Dallas make it. Then you'll see that, and that would be amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Woof. That would be amazing. And that's how the NBA capitalizes on too with this new format. You get to see some matches you might not get to see.
And then you see Memphis, and
Memphis won't stay where they are.
I'm just saying. Then you have Memphis and New Orleans going for like the next.
No, but
season.
I don't think Memphis gonna stay where they are.
No, I'm just saying. Like that'd be good for basketball.
Kings
Number
gonna-
one versus
Kings,
two.
King gonna move up. Kings gonna move up.
Like you, I'm talking sense, though. You don't want the King star. Like what the hell, bro?
His equipment costs money. Don't cost his spit money.
Dog, no, but don't talk. Don't set a dumbness, dog.
You don't think the Kings gonna do a little better in the second half? No? No hope in them.
Thank you.
The camera said no.
Like you get more hopes in the Kings than the Wizards, bro.
What I'm saying. Yeah, what? Yeah, I kind of do. But you gotta remember the East have the Eastern Conference has a lot of good, mediocre, nice teams at the bottom of the list. The Western Conference stops at the Pelicans, because I don't think the Grizzlies gonna maintain what they doing, and that's just my opinion. And Dallas showing what they is. And if LaMarcus Aldridge stays the Spurs, they're not gonna stay where they at.
So they're gonna be out.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're gonna be out though, because you're not him. They might still finish in that 10, within that 10, and then they could win that first or two games.
I don't know. Like if JJ come back, the Pelicans. I mean the Grizz gonna be better than San Antonio.
JJ what, Redick?
No, JJ Jackson from
Is he coming back? I thought he's out the whole year.
He's out the whole year.
I thought that was the case.
I'll have to look.
We have to look that up.
Underdog, check it out first.
See, we ain't got us no underdog. We gon' hey, anybody willing or interested in doing something like that, man? We here every Wednesday 7:30. let us know.
You know, intern.
You might get something to drink. If you're hungry, you get something to eat. You do you good. Just send you something to eat now.
He lied. I ain't never get nothing to eat. How you gonna get something to eat?
You working, bro? You are this, that, and fact podcast. you don't get food.
Cool. And then
All right, go ahead.
let's do our next. Let's do our the main question.
That me and you was talking about.
Right.
Okay.
We spoke about it. The reason why I was inside our All-Star server because we brought it up during our All-Star day, and there was a question thrown out there. We was like, hey, what about that? So the question was, which player is there to wear the best, or which player is there to wear number one in the NBA? The best player to ever wear the number one on the jersey in the NBA. We had Penny Hardaway from Orlando, Tracy McGrady, Orlando, he wore in Toronto, and he wore in Houston. Then we got Amari, he wore in New York. Then we got Derrick Rose, he wore in Chicago. Then we got Chris Bosh, he wore in Miami. So, ready for the results?
Yes, let's go.
In fifth place. Fifth place, yeah, we had fifth.
Oh, five,
yeah,
okay.
Fifth place.
I forget, but Chris Bosh was on that list. I didn't see him on that list. Not that I was gonna vote for him, but I didn't even see him.
Wow. Shout out to Chris Bosh. He's being in one of the finalists for the Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's gonna make it, but they have him a finalist. We got Amari Stoudemire with no votes. That's crazy, bro.
That's kind of well.
I mean, Amari.
Based on that list,
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
understand
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I can understand.
I mean, you can have one.
He had like 2 All-Star
He had
appearances.
1% or 2%. Like he had no
I can
percent.
see that. I can see that. Any basketball fans? So listen, now y'all looking like basketball fans again.
Y'all always been looking like basketball fans. We appreciate y'all. For
They don't like the skills challenge.
Y'all always been basketball fans. We appreciate you from.
Y'all have
Let's start
lapses. Y'all have lapses. But let's try it. What they got? But they nobody gotta I keep my fans in check. Let's go, bro. You know them.
We try to keep it a buck, but he really ain't.
keep it 100 out here, bro. We 100 out here. Let's go. In fourth position.
And fourth position, we had Chris Bosh with 10%.
I know, but that.
And it's so crazy. I have to put this person at second because we actually had a first place tie. So in second place, we had Derrick Rose at 20%. And now we actually had a tie, like real talk with a tie 35%
settle our argument.
Tracy McGrady and Penn. No, it's
Until you put them on the thing by themselves,
right?
He
Yeah.
don't listen. He wanted to go out the names to
Yeah,
it.
to get a little-
I mess up our
no,
discussion.
but see why I did it, like, cause you know people be like, what happened to this one? What happened to that one?
Yeah, but answer this one though,
Yeah.
because that's what we wanted to know.
All right.
This one.
So next week we gonna break it down. That's the finalists.
No finals, just
We
those
the
two.
for the finals. For the
I thought
finals.
you were trying to say, oh, let's have Derek Rose.
No, we're gonna do it for the finals. For the finals,
Please, dog.
it'll be Tracy McGrady and Penny Hardaway. But what I don't like, see a lot of young players, young people don't know about Penny, so it'll be like, you know what I mean?
But time for us to decide who our
If you-
fans is.
if
We don't
you-
know who the people is answering these questions. It might be young old people, old people. The people that we ask know enough that agree with us that 50% think what you think and 50% think what I think. So like, let's go see what them people really want to break it down as and take them stragglers and see where they at. Let's go get them stragglers and see where they at. That's all I'm saying. Those Bosch voters and non-Amari voters, let's bring them in. Let's bring them Rose voters in and see what they think. Yeah.
Let's get
So I feel like I good with these results because like we did have a big long argument about it.
Right.
So those results reflect our argument.
Right.
You know, and Derrick Rose didn't make the cut in our argument.
No,
you
he
know.
didn't, but
Oh yeah. So shout out J Fitness. Shout out Donovan. Donovan messaged me earlier today and he was like, he gave me a long breakdown like, well, Rose have an MVP. Amari had a couple of good years,
Right.
and Nash make him look good, and it's a lot of them good years. Penny, he was really, really nice with injuries. T-Mac, he was really, really nice with injuries, but he had scoring titles. Penny had assist titles. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good comparison, but I think his end result, what it might have been T-Mac. I don't know what his vote was, but it might have been T-Mac, based on our conversations.
it looked like if you were number one, you're
Definitely
NBA
gonna get
career-
injured.
Like yeah, bro. Like your career.
You're definitely going to get injured.
Like Penny had an awesome. Like
Every single person, we didn't even realize that right there. Because even Amari had injuries that made him leave.
Yeah, like Derrick Rose was super. Pick it up. Derrick Rose was super athletic and was going to be something.
I forget they're connected.
Some just came
I
out.
forget they're connected. Keep
Some
going.
just came out like that.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
So, D Rose, knee injury. Then we had Penny Hardaway knee injury. Tracy McGrady knee and back
All of them was
injury.
knees.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tracy had back as well.
Right.
And then Chris Bosh.
She just kidney. Yeah.
That was no kidney. That was like blood clots
Clot and
and
kidney.
all. Oh, that was kidneys?
Yeah, blood clot and kidney. So, besides Bosch, everybody else had some crazy injuries.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it.
You was an injury guy. Talk about it.
Nah. No, but I think it's just a omen now. Like now that you said it, I wouldn't want to put a one jersey on my number on my back no more, playing no ball. My knees already bad, so next time we have some Sigma games or some type of thing, I gonna stick with my 13. Even though 13 is an unlucky number as well. That one, it sounds like you're getting break up off those.
No, I think I was number one too. What a good career.
Ooh.
Chauncey Billups. He won Finals MVP. He won number one.
Okay. I give him that.
And then the great
If you had Chauncey on that list, Chauncey would
I
have
don't
beat
think
out a couple of people.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think he'd have beat out, they give Bosch 10%. You don't think he'd have beat out Bosch? And Finals MVP Chauncey?
Yeah, but see, a lot of people don't remember that. You see, it's like,
Oh, you think it's an age thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all checking in with us this week. Basketball is really back in the full front. We coming back with the Defined Nights, and we gonna have our power rankings next week. We gonna have our surveys going around all week.
Power rankings already?
So, you want to do? You gonna hold them off? Oh yeah, that's true. We can hold them off. We can hold them off.
We have two games tonight. I know it's the Wizards playing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Wizards and Memphis playing tonight. It's at halftime already. So why did I do that? Let me get okay. Memphis, halftime. Washington 62, Memphis 67. Then we have San Antonio and Dallas.
Texas.
Yeah, we got San Antonio 45. and Dallas 42.
And we have some Houston people that be in the chat with
Yeah,
us.
shout out. We got a shout
Shout out Houston people, though.
Brent, shout out Brent.
Yo, take us to the game with us. You can cast on the YouTube on the phone.
But he more or less in the Rockets.
These are Rockets, man. Oh no, I just
Houston, yeah.
no, I don't
Texas,
them.
I mean
I just saying Texas in
Yeah,
general. But I mean like
Texas.
I talk about when you do a Houston something, take us with you.
Yeah, bro.
I'll do a Zoom call from Texas in the game.
Quickly. I wish we had fans. Like I had hot snuff calling me, Zoom out of me into the game. You know, yeah, I'm live at the game. We doing the game right from it's gonna happen, bro.
I remember COVID going on now, so remember when COVID
going
over,
on.
when you get your vaccine, I get my vaccine, we can be ready. You're not gonna get that vaccine? Like I don't want to take this into something else, but you're not gonna get that
I'll
vaccine.
wait till you taking them.
I gonna get it for the both of us, and I can tell you where I go.
Then you know,
And if I turn to a zombie, don't headshot me. Let me live as a zombie, please. I can eat you. Use my boy. Let me live as a zombie.
pause.
Let me be one of them.
Just look at try.
Yeah, I just say don't headshot your boy. Don't headshot. Don't headshot your boy. Anyway, can we close it out now? Guys, we appreciate you being with us. We appreciate participating in the survey. We appreciate you liking and sharing. We appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate you loving basketball the way that we love it and sharing it with us. Carl, say come quick for the people.
Yeah, you know, like you say, appreciate everybody for tuning in every week or every other week. You know, we do know you have things. We had a little difficulties earlier, but we thank you for joining and staying with us. Next week, or week after next, we're going to have another Coach's Corner. So we're going to have that down for you guys. So just stay tuned and we're going to give you some great episodes.
Alright, so until next time.
We out.
Alright, that's THABLACKSWAAN.